The question of what Jungkook and Taehyung were actually planning to do in Switzerland continued to resonate, provoking growing public curiosity. This trip was not announced in the usual way. It was not accompanied by a detailed official schedule, and that is precisely what makes Switzerland feel like an important piece of the puzzle. In the midst of the country's calm, many believe that the two are not just resting, but are preparing something much more meaningful. Switzerland has long been known as an ideal place for creative processes that require total privacy. The tranquil landscape, the slow rhythm of life, and the distance from the center of the Asian entertainment industry create a space for thought that can rarely be found anywhere else. For Jungkook and Taehyung, two artists with highly reflective characters, this kind of environment feels in tune with their current needs. It is not impossible. Switzerland was chosen as a place to reunite the focus, parse ideas, and formulate new directions. The first plan that many talk about is the possibility of joint creative exploration. Jungkook is known as a perfectionist who goes into details, while Taehyung has a strong artistic sensitivity and tends to be experimental. When these two characters meet in a quiet space, the chances of a new idea being born are great. Switzerland, with its tranquility, can be a natural studio where long discussions take place without time pressure and public expectations. There's also speculation that this trip is related to personal reflection and self-development. After years under intense scrutiny, this phase of their lives now appears to be entering a more mature chapter. Switzerland provides the distance needed to see a career journey from a broader perspective. In silence, the big questions can be answered more honestly. Where they want to go, what they want to create, and how they want to express themselves going forward. Some industry observers believe that Switzerland is also often chosen for strategically important talks, not in the context of conflict, but planning. A place that is neutral and away from noise allows the discussion to run more openly. If Jungkook and Taehyung are indeed in the formulation phase of a long-term plan, Switzerland is a very reasonable location. There, major decisions can be made without external pressure. Interestingly, there were no noticeable signs of public bustle during their existence in Switzerland. There was no lively official activity, no appearances at major events. On the contrary, what appears is precisely tranquility. This reinforces the notion that their plans are internal, personal, and may not yet be ready to be announced. In the creative industries, process is often far more important than immediate results. Taehyung is known to have an interest in art, photography, and aesthetic atmosphere. Switzerland, with its dramatic natural landscapes and soft natural light, can be a powerful source of visual inspiration. Jungkook, on the other hand, is often seen to be interested in technical processes and refinement. This combination opens up the possibility that Switzerland becomes a place where abstract concepts begin to be condensed into something tangible. Another plan that is also talked about a lot is the need for emotional recovery. Long trips, tight schedules, and constant stress can drain anyone's energy. Switzerland offers a break that is rarely obtained. For Jungkook and Taehyung, this break was not a setback, but rather part of a defensive strategy. By calming down, they make room for creativity to flow back naturally. The fans read this trip as a signal of maturity. Not all measures should be announced, not all plans should be described. There is a belief that Jungkook and Taehyung understand their responsibilities, as well as understand their own needs. Switzerland became a symbol of that balance, between duty and freedom, between the spotlight and silence. Until now, there is not a single answer about their plans in Switzerland. And perhaps it shouldn't exist. The creative and reflective process often works best when it is allowed to grow without pressure. Whatever it is they are planning, whether it is the exploration of ideas, the formulation of new directions, or simply reorganizing energy, Switzerland has provided the right space. In the end, Jungkook and Taehyung's trip to Switzerland appears to be more than just a destination. It is a silent statement of the importance of space, time, and tranquility in an artist's journey. The plans they are putting together may not be visible now, but that is precisely what makes them interesting. In the silence of Switzerland, the seeds of the future are being planted, waiting for the right time to sprout and finally be shown to the world. As their days in Switzerland go by, the shadow of Jungkook and Taehyung's plans are increasingly perceived as a process, not an instant goal. Many are beginning to understand that what they're doing there is most likely not a single tangible agenda that is easy to explain. It's more like a settling. In phase A time where ideas are allowed to breathe, emotions are smoothed out, and directions are thought through without the pressure to immediately come up with something concrete. The Swiss environment plays an important role in this process. When the rhythm of life slows down, the conversation becomes more frank. Jungkook and Taehyung, who for years lived in tight schedules and global expectations, end up in a space that demands nothing more from them than full presence. This is where possibly the greatest plan is precisely born, realigning themselves with the original reason why they love music and art. There's also a reading that Switzerland is becoming a place to reunite visions. In a long journey of a group, each individual grows in different ways. Reuniting visions does not mean homogenizing, but finding new common points. Taehyung with his aesthetic and emotional world, Jungkook with his drive to constantly evolve and perfect himself. The meeting of these two worlds requires a safe space, and Switzerland provides that. Some observers believe that their plans are also concerned with long-term sustainability, not just about the next project, but about how they want to live the years ahead, how to maintain mental health, how to stay true to yourself, and how to work without losing meaning. Questions like these can rarely be answered amid the noise, but in Switzerland, everything feels more likely. Clearly, there is no rush. There is no signal that they are pursuing deadlines or meeting the expectations of the other party. It is precisely the calm that is the biggest clue. Calmly thought out plans tend to last longer. Whatever Jungkook and Taehyung are designing, it's built on a foundation of awareness, not pressure. For fans, patience is key. Not all processes need to be viewed from scratch. There's a belief that when the time is right, the result will speak for itself. Switzerland will probably not be noted as a filming location or a grandiose stage, but as a quiet space where important decisions begin to take shape in the end, Jungkook and Taehyung's plans in Switzerland appear to be a statement about tempo, about choosing to pause so that the next step is more steady. In that silence, they're not disappearing, they are setting themselves up. And when they take another step forward, the world will probably only realize that what Switzerland was born with was not a coincidence, but the result of a consciously chosen calm. That calmness also gives them a healthy distance from the hustle and bustle of speculation. Without having to answer rumors or expectations, Jungkook and Taehyung can hear their own voices more clearly. In simple moments, walking aimlessly, sharing a little laugh, or being silent in company, there's often a clarity that cannot be obtained from a long meeting. Switzerland bears witness to how plans are not always born from the workbench, but from honesty with oneself. And so, when the public asks what exactly they're planning, the answer may not be a to-do list, but a new attitude towards their travels. The plan is alive, growing, and does not yet need to be named. To be sure, whatever they bring home from Switzerland in the future